The ground is moving so rapidly in one part of Southern California that a state of emergency has been declared, Michael Snyder reports. If the ground under your feet is moving up to 10 inches a week, that might be a sign that it's time to relocate. It's currently taking place in Rancho Palos Verdes and is perhaps the most extreme example of the geophysical instability that's plaguing much of the state of California at this point. Rancho Palos Verdes is about 30 miles away from downtown Los Angeles. And the constant land movement in that community is busting gas lines, causing homes to sink, and creating enormous cracks in the roads. If you were to walk through Rancho Palos Verdes right now, you would see that it currently looks like something out of a science fiction movie. The ground has been moving in that area for quite some time, but in recent months, the rate of movement has accelerated significantly. On Monday, authorities announced that another 105 homes would have their power cut off because emergency repairs are required. More than 100 additional homes in Rancho Palos Verdes will have their power cut because of worsening landslides in the area, city officials said Monday. This time, 105 of the 270 homes in the Seaview neighborhood will see the lights turned off as of 7 p.m. Monday, officials said. The shifting earth puts electrical equipment at risk and could spark a wildfire, among other dangers, if power lines are electrified, officials said. And the day before that, the authorities shut off the power to 140 other homes. This is the second power shutoff in as many days in the area, a peninsula about 30 miles south of downtown Los Angeles, famous for its sea breezes, gorgeous views, and expensive homes. On Sunday, officials shut off power to 140 homes in the Portuguese Bend area of Rancho Palos Verdes, about a mile up the coast. In that case, officials also issued an evacuation warning, meaning residents had to prepare to leave should they be ordered to do so. What we're witnessing is absolutely insane. This is one of the most beautiful areas of the entire state, but the constant geophysical instability is making it extremely difficult for people to live there. According to City Council member David Bradley, the ground is now moving up to 10 inches per week. The movement has accelerated dramatically over the last 12 months, where some areas are moving up to 10 inches a week, said City Council member David Bradley. You can almost see the ground move. How can you even feel secure if the ground all around you is constantly moving? On Tuesday, California Governor Gavin Newsom finally declared a state of emergency. California Governor Gavin Newsom proclaimed state of emergency on Tuesday for the city of Rancho Palos Verdes amid the ongoing land movement threatening hundreds of homes. The proclamation issued early Tuesday afternoon comes as the city works frantically to mitigate the damage from the slow-motion natural disaster, which has displaced many residents and caused officials to shut off electricity indefinitely to hundreds of homes in the community. The truth is that a state of emergency should have been declared a long time ago. The entire community is slowly but surely being pushed into the ocean. As I discussed in a previous article, a stunning new stretch of shoreline has been created because so much of the ground in Rancho Palos Verdes has been dumped into the ocean. Even still, months after the movement began, Earth continues to shift, creating an unexpected and stunning new stretch of shoreline near Rancho Palos Verdes. Somebody said, "Oh, there's a new beach." It's not really a beach yet, said city geologist Mike Phipps. A beach typically has sand on it. This is just literally landslide debris, a lot of rocks being pushed up and out of the surf. It did not take years for this to happen. According to CBS News, there's an astonishing difference when viewing photographs of the shoreline pre-2024 and 6 months later. A few months difference is astonishing when viewing side-by-side photos of the shoreline pre-2024 and 6 months later, with a few hundred feet of new rock shore that formed as the land continues to move, piling up under the water's edge. What's happening is the ground is rising up and coming up right through the ocean and lifting it up out of the ocean, Phipps said. So why is all of this important? In 2024, there has been a tremendous amount of seismic activity all over the Ring of Fire, which runs roughly along the perimeter of the Pacific Ocean. Of course, the entire Californian coastline sits directly along the Ring of Fire. In just last 7 days, there have been more than 900 earthquakes in California and Nevada. Thankfully, the big one has not materialized yet, but scientists assure us that it's eventually coming. The infamous but elusive possibility of a devastating large earthquake known as the big one always comes to mind when a significant quake strikes in California. But there's actually several devastating quakes that will eventually hit the state. The USGS estimates that within the next 3 decades, there's about a 46% chance an earthquake of magnitude 7 will hit in the Los Angeles area, and a 51% chance it will happen in the Bay Area. The chances of a 7.5 magnitude quake are 31% in the Los Angeles area and 20% in the San Francisco area in the next 30 years. We could see a magnitude 7 earthquake hit the state tomorrow, and that would certainly cause a tremendous amount of damage. But the Great California earthquake that I've been warning about will literally change the geography of the state when it suddenly strikes. The clock is ticking and there have been plenty of warnings. Unfortunately, the big one has become a punchline to most of the people currently living in the state, but they won't be joking when that fateful day finally arrives. This is by Michael Snyder on End of the American Dream. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. This is by Michael Snyder. About the author, Michael Snyder's extremely controversial new book entitled Chaos is available in paperback and for Kindle on Amazon. He's also written 7 other books that are available on Amazon, including End Times, 7-Year Apocalypse, Lost Prophecies of the Future of America, The Beginning of the End, and Living a Life That Really Matters. When you purchase any of Michael's books, you help to support the work he's doing. You can also get his articles by email as soon as he publishes them by subscribing to his Substack newsletter. Michael has published thousands of articles on the Economic Collapse blog, End of the American Dream, and The Most Important News, and he always freely and happily allows others to republish those articles on their own websites. These are such troubled times and people need hope. John 3:16 tells us about the hope that God has given us through Jesus Christ. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. If you have not already done so, we strongly urge you to invite Jesus Christ to be your Lord and Savior today. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.